Hello, my fellow Americans and international friends, and welcome back into the Cal Report. Today is July 23rd, 2023. So, as Gavin Newsom continues to go full-on tyrant and trying to dictate to all school boards across California what they can and can't do, his latest action wasn't exactly surprising. This week, instead of Newsom coming down to Chino Valley Unified School District himself, he sent his boy, Tony Thurmond, the state superintendent, to try to lecture the board on parental rights. Boy, I'll tell you, parental rights and communist politics in Sacramento have been on a collision course for quite some time. Here's what happened in Chino Valley this week on the agenda item regarding parental notification policy.
I stand before you as a proud American, as a man of faith, the son of a veteran who served in Vietnam, who's buried not far from here. I love this country. And in addition to being the state superintendent, I am also a parent. And I come before you as a parent tonight. And we can debate all of the laws and all of the policies and practices. I ask you to consider this, that nearly half of students who identify as being LGBTQ+ are considering suicide. I ask you to consider this, that the policy that you consider tonight not only may fall outside of the laws that respect privacy and safety for our students, but may put our students at risk because they may not be in homes where they can be safe.
Time. And I learned something from a previous board president. Guys, be respectful. I am going to do a point of order, which I learned from a previous board president. Tony Thurmond, I appreciate you being here tremendously. But here's the problem. We're here because of people like you. You're in Sacramento proposing things that pervert children. You had a chance to come and talk to me, Tony. By all means, you had a chance to come talk to me. Why was it so important for you to walk with my opponent? You are the very reason why we're in this.
May I have, as a point of order, as the board president...
This is not your meeting. You may have a seat, because if I did that to you in Sacramento, you would not accept it. Please sit.
May I get a point of order?
You're not going to blackmail us. You already sent us a blackmailing letter on previous things. You'll not bully us here in Chino. Please see.
Point of order.
In Chino. We're going to take a 5-minute break.
Please give me a point of order. Give me a second.
I introduced Assembly Bill 1314 to have this exact conversation, an open dialogue, to have a legislative deliberative process. They would not even hear my bill because they said it was too hateful without even having a conversation. That is wrong, but that's why our founding fathers had the wisdom to create the system of government that we have, where most power is reserved to local governments. And we do not have the power to change laws in Sacramento, but we sure enough have the power at the local level. So thank you for bringing this proposition, for this board position.
My name is Jessica Tapia. I was a teacher myself at a nearby school district, and this past year they presented me with a directive to withhold information about a student's gender identity from his or her parents in order to keep my job. I clarified, are you asking me to lie to parents? And they said yes, for student safety and privacy. I could not understand how I was hired and expected to uphold honesty as my district states on their website, but now all of a sudden I'm expected to lie. I couldn't understand when and how children began needing privacy from the very ones who God appointed to protect and care for them. I left that meeting in complete turmoil because I realized that day I could no longer be both a Christian and a public school teacher. Then I remembered what Pastor Jack Hibbs taught me, that the Word of God says, which is how being a coward is a sin. So I chose to obey the Lord. I loved my students, but I was ripped from them. They fired me because they could not accommodate my religious beliefs when I spoke out and said, I will not lie to parents or students or myself. I deeply urge you to vote in parental notification. Children belong to their parents, therefore parents...
Time is up.
It is essential to recognize that parents are the primary caregivers and educators of their children. Our kids are being told they can trust teachers and friends more than their parents and family. This leads to kids questioning our love because truth that is being twisted while at school. No one is against anybody's decision to be whatever sexual orientation you choose to be. The world is not against you. What we are against is anyone trying to step in and take away our role as parents. Anyone who is lying to our kids that they love our kids more than we do. If you truly feel suicidal, you need your parents even more. Seek out a therapist. Keeping secrets makes it worse. Lastly, shame on the teachers' unions for overstepping their bounds. The last time I checked, unions were created to protect the employee, making sure they have good working conditions, job protection, fair wages, etc. No one hired the unions to tell us how to parent our children. Shame on you for acting like you have the kids' best interests at heart. If you did, you would...
Time is up.
Thank you.
Listening to these people talk should let you know it's mental illness. That's all they talk about. Suicide this, they're going to kill themselves here, there, my parents, this and that. This is why you got to keep our kids away from people like this, trying to indoctrinate our children. This is wrong. This is mental illness, and they have proved it tonight. They have proved it tonight that this is total mental illness they're trying to bring upon our kids.
Let them speak.
So I urge you to vote yes, because our kids are very important to us. What can you say? They have said it themselves, and I repeat it again. This is mental illness because that's all they've talked about, and they don't even realize that they are mentally ill, and they are. Thank you.
Thank you.
The students do not belong to the school. They are the responsibility of the parents.
First off, I just want to thank you guys for what you're doing. You guys are saving public education. Assemblyman Nasali, thank you for what you do for us out there in that cesspool. And one of the reasons, I'm a 25-year PE teacher, and like Jessica Tapia, we've been under fire and under attack. So this policy is very important for us as PE teachers because we deal with these issues of someone coming into a locker room that could be violating someone's religious rights if we believe that there is two genders. And so this bill or this policy will be something that is going to greatly protect us and protect public education. When I think about Sacramento and AB 223, 665, 659, and 1078, what Tony Thurmond and Gavin Newsom are trying to do is they're trying to ruin public education because there is no common sense reason why these bills should be passed. And it's things like these local policies that are extremely important in order for us to do our jobs to the best of our ability and to protect the children and the parents of the community who we took an oath to serve.
There's always been man, woman, and then you have this transgender, and it's not going to stop there. It's going to keep on rolling, because it is really a dismantling of our humanity. And it is an illusion. It is mental illness. And what is so sad, what is so sad is that we
one more, you're out.
We are saving children. And it's
One more, you're out too.
We are saving children because we're losing a lot of them. And it is a death culture from the left. Things have changed dramatically in this country.
Mr. Cruz, hold on. I've asked you. Come on. Now it's time to leave. You've done it 3 times. Please leave.
And
we will not continue until you leave. Please leave. You had your turn to speak. It's his turn now.
And what?
Please leave. Thank you. Please leave.
And
Have a nice night. Thank you. Have a nice night. Have a nice night.
At the end of the day.
Mr. Cruz, wait.
Okay.
Mr. Cruz, please wait. Anybody wants to speak out right now will actually have to leave too. So stand up and remove yourself. Christy, please leave. Christy, please leave. You started yelling and I just said it. Please leave. Please leave. We're not going to continue until you leave. You guys are all yelling out and I'm about to remove the room. Everybody stop right now. You guys continue, you're out. I don't hear anything from over here. Please, you three, leave. 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 I've asked all of you and I've been very polite about it. Leave.
For everybody, both sides. That's your fucking problem. You have mental illness.
Please do not banter. Let it go. Everybody behave on all sides. Everybody. You guys are adults. There's kids in here. Let's display appropriate behavior. Until Tony Thurmond backs down, go on his website. Go to the Department of Education. You would want to literally vomit. Until he backs down, we have to put safeguards. That's why I was brought here. I wasn't brought here for anything other than that. So when they come to intimidate, they send blackmail letters. Let it be not for Chino. Let it be for California to know that you have waged a war against parents. You waged a war against parental rights, and you're putting our children at risk, and we won't stand for it because guess what? We are united. This isn't my seat. This is our seat, and I will continue to do what I have to do, and I won't be bullied, and neither will our staff. I won't let them be bullied either. I saw what Tony Thurmond did. He gave him the look and said, really? Really? Yeah, no, really. You're not going to bully him because if he does what's right for the kids, we protect him. Our staff, again, I will reiterate, they are amazing. They're working constantly about educational issues. And if we have to put safeguards in place to be able to let them do that, then you know what? Tell Sacramento to back down and then I'll back down. Okay, I'll go and I'll do a roll call out of respect to my colleagues. Mr. Bridge.
No.
Mr. Monroe.
Yes.
Mr. Cruz. Mr. Na.
Aye.
And I'm a yes. The motion passes 4-1.
Great stuff. That's it for today. Really appreciate you guys watching my video. As always, be sure to hit that like button or that plus sign, leave a comment, or please subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate it, guys. That's what's going on in California. Hey, God bless, take care, and I'll see you all next time.